Hi, it's Karma. Welcome back to another crystal grid video. Today we're doing a crystal grid for abundance to especially help those who may be struggling trying to find work during this COVID period or are laid off or unable to work and worried about how to pay the bills. So it was requested that we do a grid on abundance. The next grid that I'll be doing after this will be on self-healing. And if you have ideas on what you'd like to see after that, please leave it in the comments, and I'd be happy to look at doing a grid that you think would be helpful for you. So let's get right into our grid. So the grid that I chose to use is the Flower of Life, and it's found in all places all over the world, from ancient times, including Egypt and Japan. It's nice because it shows the interconnectedness of all forms of life and contains many other forms of sacred geometry within it. It's perfect for what we're doing because it's perfect for manifesting and abundance. Now, the first thing that we want to do is cleanse all of our stones and anything we're going to use, our space and our self. You can use Palo Santo, or you can use sage with the smoke, or if you can't use smoke, you can use the essential oils of white sage or Palo Santo in a spray bottle with some type of a water medium, and you can use that to spray the area. Now, part of why we do this is because if we use the crystals on other grids or anything else, we're releasing that intention to open it up to our new intention. The first thing we want to do once we know our intention for the crystal grid is get some type of an intention statement that focuses on our goal, and then choose stones and herbs that have properties that we want to include in our intention. As I do the stones, I will tell you why I chose the stone, and then while I'm placing them, do kind of a little prayer with the stones for all the people that this grid is dedicated to, which is scrolling on the screen underneath you right now. The intention that I chose for this grid says, opportunities and abundance fill my life. I am capable and willing to take on new challenges for success. So I'm going to put that underneath the center on the grid and place the center stone over it. I chose the citrine ball or spear because it emits energy in all directions, far and wide, and it's said to move energy through time. As I place this citrine in the center of our crystal grid, the stone of abundance, help it to manifest wealth and prosperity and success for all those who are in need. It also encourages us to share what we already have. People who are generous usually have more abundance come into their lives. Now you can see with the Flower of Life how I've got different triangles I can look at, or different things that I can use. So if I have 3 stones, I could put them on the triangle tips if I didn't have 6 to use it on every tip. Then I can also just choose 1 stone of each kind and build the grid that way if I don't have stones where I have 3 or a big set of them. I can just use 1 of each stone and still choose the stones that work with this grid, and it will be just as powerful. Next, I've chosen green aventurine, and I chose hearts that I'm placing the points towards the sphere. As I place this green aventurine, help it to promote leadership qualities and decision-making with all those who are in need. Help it to bond the intellectual and emotional self so that we can make good decisions about those opportunities that are coming our way. Now let's add 3 golden brown tiger's eye cubes. Let's help us take action from a place of reason and have great attention to detail. Now you could take tiger's eye and take it with you and carry it to you to your interviews or to tests or anything that you need to pay attention to detail. Next, let's add some rose quartz hearts with the points in again. With this rose quartz, help to enhance our self-worth and self-trust. Help us to accept any necessary change that we might need to come to terms with at this time and be positive about it. Help us to feel the self-love that rose quartz brings, helping us to know that we are able to accomplish all of our goals. So to complement the tiger's eye, I'm going to use some selenite sticks here. As I place this selenite, help us all to have clarity of mind. Help it to instill peace in our hearts. Assist us with judgments that we might need to make right now, and give us the insight that we need. Selenite can also be placed in the four corners of your house to bring you peace. Now I want to add some raw citrine, 3 of them, and I'm going to choose a couple of different qualities since we're using some more citrine. Help this citrine to raise our self-esteem. Help it to overcome our fears and produce an inner calm so that wisdom can be born. And with these 3 polished malachite, help us to find any hidden resistance that we might have towards money. Things that might have come from our upbringing, like money equates to greed. Help us to overcome those thoughts and realize our worth, and that we have the right to have the abundance that we need. And with these 3 pieces of pyrite, help it to ground us and to bring money in many different ways that we hadn't even thought of. Please help us to find the fortune and luck that we deserve. With this selenite wand or stick, I'm going to activate the grid now. You can use your hands, you could use a terminated clear crystal quartz, or a selenite wand and stick like I am. And basically what you're doing is you're connecting all the energy of the stones. I like to try and go around 3 times, but thinking of all the different stones we used and the properties. Please help this crystal grid to remind us of the things that we want to accomplish. Help us to be able to find the fortune and the abundance that we so need and deserve at this time in our lives. And then I like to flick my wrist at the end. You notice that I have the dedication people at the bottom. So our next crystal grid is going to be on self-healing, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. So comment below and let me know what name you want me to use on the next grid dedication. If for looking at other crystal grids that we've done, you can click on the link below. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us here today, and I hope that you found it meaningful. If you did, please remember to subscribe and like. Hit that bell so you know when our new videos come out. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you're blessed with great karma.